Well, good evening and hello, everyone. There we go. Pull the flat down a little bit. Yeah, kind of like the language.
Well, you had me. It'd be good nobody see nothing but my hat.
You ain't important, Floyd. You ain't important, Floyd. I mean, the camera's got to be on Marvin. He's used to one of them cameras that follows him everywhere he goes. It zooms in and zooms out on him.
He had me in no man's land back there.
That's right.
But he's at my place, understand.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, it's Thursday night. It's January the 15th, and it's a brisk, according to my computer, 38 degrees where we are here at our studio. Cool Thursday night.
Colder than that at my house.
Huh?
It's colder than 38 at my house.
38. Well, it may be colder than that here too. But hey, it doesn't matter if it's cold outside, wherever you are. We hope that you are warm, and we hope that you are happy as we're happy to be here tonight. You're happy to be tuned in, and we want to say thank you for all of you that are tuning us in tonight here on the World Wide Web, Facebook and YouTube. If you're on the Facebook, do us a great big favor. Reach over and hit the like button, hit the share button. And hey, don't forget about our YouTube channel, Dirt Road Sports. All the years since 2020 that we're coming up on March will be 6 years we've been on the air. 6 years that we've been on the air, and every episode is archived for your viewing pleasure. But hey, I see you popping in all over the place tonight from all over, and we want to welcome you tonight. I know it's cold outside. Some people say it's colder tonight than your mother-in-law's love. But hey, We love you, and we're glad you're here tonight to be a part of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Hey, we are live tonight at our studio right here at 100% Flamingo Boulevard, The Rock, and are live at our studio at Thompson Town, Georgia, and our studio at turn number 3 at the old Rocket Speedway in Kinsey, Alabama. Live all across the great United States of America and foreign countries where it's legal and illegal for us to send this broadcast. Hey, all 57 states, 5 foreign countries. And hello, Clay McDaniel, coming loud and proud in the great state of Baker County, Georgia. Big salute to all of our fine friends and family that have been with us since day one and continue to join us here every Thursday night for Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Shows. Now, let me give you a New Year's little disclaimer. We understand, we realize we are not for everyone. Our ideologies do not line up with everybody, and we understand that. We recognize that and have no problem with that. But the reason I say that is I need you to understand that for the next hour, hour and a half, you're going to hear conservative principles, Judeo-Christian beliefs, common sense thinking talked about on this show in our conversations that we have with one another in the things that we subscribe to in life. And I know that everybody does not subscribe to those same things, and it's probably going to be miserable for you for the next hour and a half. So I want to go ahead and tell you up front that so that you know that. And I'm going to give you 3 things tonight that you can do that I would imagine you would think would be a wiser spent of your time than watching Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. So if you do not subscribe to our way of thinking and our principles, then here's 3 things you can do to spend your time. Number 1, you can go to Minnesota and volunteer to work at a Somali-run daycare center. Number 2, if that one wasn't good enough for you, here's a good one for you. You can go to Delaware and volunteer to be a diaper changer for Joe Biden. Or, here's the crescendo.
Crescendo.
Volunteer to be in Hunter Biden's next laptop video.
Yeah.
We just wanted to make sure that you had those. We like to give you alternatives.
Options. Yeah, we don't want to put no restraint or anything on you.
No.
We don't want to restrain you from exercising your freedoms.
But hey, if you do subscribe to those things that we do, you're at the right place. Don't turn the channel. Leave it right where it's at, because I promise you, you'll be among like-minded people, and it'll be a great time for us all. Hey guys, we are live tonight on the big screen. We are 12.1769439 and 1/92 of a 42nd of a half inch. 12 inches, a little over 12 inches in diagonal. We are live tonight at Shadows. Shadows. Funeral parlor and baby consignment outlet, where their motto is, we have you covered from the cradle to the grave in Colquitt, Georgia.
Is that a brand new business we're dealing with over there?
Business. That's why it could only be a 12-inch in diagonal. They got to wait till they save up some money to get a little bit bigger.
He got to bear some people, ain't he?
Oh man, that's
or either take in
born
some babies on consignment.
Yeah, birth on one of the 2.
So anyway, we want to give a big shout out. Hey man, it's cold, gonna get colder. Charlie, why don't you give them a little preview of what's to come?
If you got pipes that need to be wrapped up, you need to get out there and wrap them pretty doggone quick, because we're under hard freeze warning. Starts at 11 o'clock Eastern time, runs till about 9 or 10 o'clock 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And that means you're going to see temperatures in that 21 to 23 to 24 range for several hours. Throw up a little graphic there if you don't mind. And the overall, we're looking at about 24 degrees for a low. I'm kind of averaging that out, but there are some spots that could get down to around 21 degrees tomorrow morning. That's in the morning, folks. 57, we recover real good tomorrow, up to 60 Saturday. Look at Saturday morning's low. After 24, a 20-degree swing to 44 degrees. But don't get too used to that, because the very next day, Sunday, and there's a chance, a slight chance that Saturday night through early Sunday morning, we may see a flake or two. Not an event, but a flake or two. Back to 34 for a low on Sunday. Then we go all the way back down to 24 on Monday morning. What we're saying here, folks, we'll talk about it a little bit later on, but get ready, pets, people, make sure everybody is protected. Your plants, that's right, plants be brought in the house because they just don't do too well. And Queasel was asking me a little bit earlier, right before we went on, about what was that magic number Dr. Dallas Hartzog used to use on the Satsumas when to freeze them over. It was 23 degrees, which we're right there on there. A lot of the trees, of course, we know were lost last year to the last year, this time last year almost, to the cold, and the snow. But be prepared for it tonight, and be prepared for it another few nights going into next week. We're going to be kind of cold for a while. Me and Queasel are not going to be. We're trying to get a fishing trip up, but it will not be over the next few days. I promise you, Queasel. I don't think our blood
Not
system
with
would
me, it
handle.
won't.
I know it won't move me. I'm sitting over here, having to stay warm any way I can. Hands. It's just interesting. But anyway, y'all prepare for it. It's going to be cold next couple of days.
Hey, here's a man that in order for him to do you any good for this service that he offers, you might have to wait till it warms up just a little bit.
If you're all mixed up about the body that you're in, there's a man down south that'll change you from a rooster to a hen. They call him Castrating Carl because that's his trade. It won't take him long when he opens up his blade. He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny, and your daddy will never have to call you son. Castrating Carl, the man with a plan. He's from Bascom, where you don't have to ask him, are you a woman or a man? He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny, and your daddy will never have to call you son.
Hey man, our good friend Carl Cressman, Custom Cattle Services. Hey, he'll do all of it for you. He'll treat your cattle. He will castrate your cattle. He'll help work your cattle, transport your cattle. And hey, if you need those services that were just listed on the song, he can take care of that as well.
Did you get?
He'll do it discreetly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you get that video downloaded like I asked you to?
I did.
This is the Floyd and Charlie part of the program today. Now we got to admit we promise you we do not go over anything we're going to bring up on the show. But Floyd and I had a conversation. We pontificating about different things, and Queasley, you'll appreciate this. We were there in attendance on the second row Sunday morning at Flat Creek Baptist Church when Jeff and Sherry Easter came and had a wonderful, wonderful program. They're great artists, great people. And next week we'll feature a little 22-second thing with a guitar picker they had with them that might have been the new Chet Atkins as far as me and Floyd is concerned.
What
The boy knows he can play a guitar.
I want to ask you a question. Y'all sit on the second row.
Yeah.
Y'all have to pay more to sit in the splash zone, or,
No,
or
no, no.
what?
I was there to kind of commemorate anything that might happen. And at the end of the program, they called they called Marvin up, Queasel.
Mm,
They called him up out off of his bench to come sing with them.
not
Jeff,
Marvin.
Jeff and Sherry Easter called him up on stage to sing. And now the song, let me tell you, uh, Jeff's daddy wrote this song many years ago, and it's kind of a standard in the Christian music community as far as I'm concerned. Thank you, Lord, for your blessings on me. But I just want I taped this because I want everybody to see Marvin in one of his finest moments. And then after we show this, Floyd is going. I believe that as soon as this happened, had Jeff Easter looked over there at Marvin and say, Marvin, we want you to go on the road with us right now. I believe he would have beat them out to that Prevost and been loaded up and ready to go, telling his family goodbye as he walked out the door. Now, Floyd will pontificate on how long they would have kept him after y'all watch this. But here's Marvin and having a good time with some great, great folks. Hit it, Marvin.
There's a roof up above me. I've a place to sleep. There's food on my table and shoes on my feet. You gave me your love, Lord, and a fine family. Thank you, Lord, for your blessing on me.
Look at Marvin go.
I'm telling you.
Was good. They was having to feed him lines. He didn't know all the words to the song. That's the only gospel song I've ever known that Marvin did not know all the words to. But Easter, that man was feeding Marvin the song. But Marvin knew how to do it. He knew exactly. He listened to him, and then he'd hit it, man. I'm telling you.
That's right.
He
But
knew. Marvin knows how to. He knows how to work a microphone, if you will, and an audience. He just milk them down. I mean, they just
well,
milk there in the seats.
but now we tell nothing but the truth on here. What did you say? How long did you say, Floyd, he would have lasted had he got on the bus and gone on tour with him?
If they were going east on 91, Marvin would have lasted to about Floyd time. About as far as he got was Floyd down. Because he done had an accident in the bathroom. That would have been the first thing would have happened. And then he already got a cup full of coffee, almond flavored coffee. He spilled that down there in the floorboard of the Prevost. And that Floyd town would have been about it before they ever got to the city limits of Chicago.
They'd have put me out.
Pete, you'd been out by side.
I'd have to call Holly to come and get me down the fire.
She wouldn't have
Look at him. If they had a Prevost bus, that's all it took to get Marvin on board.
That's what I said. They had a
Said
nice
he
one
was
too.
ready. He would be ready to go.
They had some of them the what do you call them, slide outs? Yeah, man, they had one of them fine home buses. It wasn't just old tour bus. It had the bedroom on it and all the bells and whistles.
Yeah. Oh, that's you know how people plan the funeral, don't you? They go ahead and they plan the funeral before they die. Marvin got his plan that his casket's gonna be on a Prevost. They're gonna write him on a Prevost. They're gonna have loud. Gonna have him Pencil Johnson speakers up on the top of the bus. Gonna take Marvin down Main Street.
Who's gonna have the Prevost?
Huh?
Who's gonna have the Prevost?
Holly gonna rent it. She gonna rent it from somebody. I don't know where it's gonna come because he can't afford one, so she just gonna rent it.
I can't afford one either.
Yeah. He gonna come up Main Street with him speakers just a going.
Floyd, tell them about
it. Man, one of my favorites. Had been there today, didn't go today, been working today, been up there in the north of Early County, up there looking at some fine cattle up there. Didn't have a chance to go, but y'all know the drill. If you ever been there one time, Rojo was talking to one of her friends the other day up there in Albany, and she said, where you go? You ain't gonna believe what Colquitt, Georgia, down drove all the way from Albany down to Colquitt, Georgia. The Ziggy B's, I think they got them from oysters there from Ziggy B. But there's your seafood deal right there. It's
Jesus.
as good as it gets. It just don't get no better, don't get no fresher than that right there now. And you can garm it up if you don't know how to cook when you get it to the house. And that's where she comes in. If you don't know how to cook it, she'll steam it for you right there. She knows just how to dial them shrimp in, knows how to dial them crab legs in right there, scallops, whatever you want good to eat, seafood line, go see Ziggy B. She got them good Apalachicola oysters in, I think. I may be wrong, but I know she's got some good oysters. Wherever they come from, they're good and they're safe to eat. So y'all go see Ziggy B Seafood Market right here in Carver, Georgia. You will not regret it.
My wife went down there today and got some salmon and some shrimps and some oysters, and we found a new product they got. It's called King's Oyster Sauce. I think some of Larry King Live's kinfolk, maybe his brother, has
I think his
concocted up
brother makes that right to the
a
Kings.
recipe,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a little bit spicy. I tasted it. We ate the salmon tonight. We're gonna get them shrimps and oysters either tomorrow night or Saturday night. But you know, we've been finding here lately, and I don't know, maybe we ain't looking at the right place, but I know here at the grocery store in Cochran, and she done been to two or three down in Bainbridge, couldn't find no crystal hot sauce.
What?
Don't worry about it. Ziggy B had it. Ziggy
Uh-huh.
B had it on the shelf, ready to go. You can find hot sauce, but you can't find crystal
Huh.
hot sauce. And
Uh-huh.
there's hot sauce, and then there's crystal hot sauce, in my opinion.
Yep, you're right.
That's made in Louisiana. Ain't it?
Make Louisiana.
Yes,
That's the
sir.
way I see it. But don't worry about it. Ziggy B had it. She had it ready to go.
Speaking of good eating, Charles Pickle sent that to me over the weekend.
Oh no.
Look at there, what some slabs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I bet them things were they were gashed to perfection.
Ziggy B has
Looks
some.
like it.
He may still have some
Yeah.
for sale.
Yeah,
The
Ziggy B's
suckerfish.
got them for sale. Yes, sir. She does.
Suckerfish.
Yeah.
For you up there in Martha's Vineyard, that's the best fish that swims in the water right there, what you're looking at right there.
And then look at them sweet potato fries, and I bet them homemade pickles.
I don't know about that, but I know they
You
didn't
reckon? You reckon they had anybody on Martha's Vineyard had ever even ate a sucker?
No. Well,
No.
sucker, but I ain't never eat no sucker. And this, hey, no harm done. Whoever you buying takes you on this stuff. It's not my responsibility.
Oh man, Lord.
Or San Francisco.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in San Francisco, probably don't eat no
Oh man.
Mercy.
Yep. I ain't
Charles went all the way. I get probably the grandyoungest was home.
I don't know. Well, he knows how to cook. He'll cook about any time. He'll get the grease hot and cook. But yeah, he loves his grandchildren. They come home and they spend time with them. It's a good close knit family. That's one of the secrets of life right there. Keeping your family close by and letting them know you love them. And you know, people express their way of telling people they love them in different ways. You're not always in their face, hugging and kissing and knowing on them and all that, and telling them how much you love them. You show them how much you love them by doing things like that right there. Now that's an expression of love. When anybody
That's
goes
right.
to trouble to cook some suckerfish and
Gash
serve
them
it
and
to
then
them.
cook them.
Yeah, he knows how to
That
cook.
song, he sung that song that Sunday, but it
Song.
had that same message.
Same message. I got to
Same
see that. I ain't sitting there ready like a stump, man. I'm listening.
Wait a minute now.
Some folks
Y'all
is
was singing y'all was singing a song about a sucker fish out at the creek.
pretty close. They ain't so pretty close. It was. But I set up a yes before I was sitting on the second row. I set up on the second row so I don't have any distractions. I can dial in, hone in on Marvin, and he knows I'm over there. Marvin knows
Actually,
I'm over there.
actually, Marvin should thank me and Floyd for our good behavior Sunday morning because during the presentation, Brother Jeff Easter brought out the fact that he was 65 years old and he didn't know how to wash his hands until he come to the creek and went to the bathroom and it had instructions on how to wash your hands.
That's right.
And
What?
Yeah, that's one
he
thing I
and whoa,
like
whoa,
about
whoa,
going
whoa,
out
whoa,
there.
Ty-
No, I'm
Marvin
just killing it.
Marvin is very, very lucky Floyd had to restrain me because when he said that, I wanted to holler out, "Did you get you any of that deodorant in that bathroom while you
That's
were
what I
there?"
wanted to ask him. Did y'all loan him some deodorant?
They got it in the bathroom in there. I don't know. I don't know if they got mouthwash or not, but probably do. Some of them, some of they need mouthwash.
But you know the how to wash your hands sign is not in the women's bathroom.
They know how. Women know how to wash. And men don't know how. Men
No,
just go in there and then they walk out and, and then walk out the door and they done. Then they want to shake everybody's hand. That's what they men do. They want to shake everybody's hand. They say, "Hey, how you doing? Good to see you."
And ain't
You
no more
right.
washing
Ain't no
hands.
more wash your hands than a do
no.
that.
You
Man, look at
exactly
that.
right, Floyd. You are exactly right.
Ain't nothing but the
Uh,
truth when y'all tune in here, folks.
Hey, y'all, we got political royalty that's joined us. Jody
So
Reddy.
we're ready. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
China Grove is on the air tonight. Now, I know we might not be careful saying that. And we don't want to get him run
No,
off
no,
from
no, no,
his.
don't expose too much
Yeah,
now.
'cause
You back off on
Mm.
that. You get carried away
The
sometimes.
Doobie Brothers wrote a song about China Grove.
China Grove. I don't know who
Sure
that is.
did.
there's a sign between Troy and Montgomery on 231 that said China Grove that way.
Yeah, it's pointing that way.
and
The
Rojo
community called China Grove.
got your coat on.
Cold out there, Rojo. Like frozen death walking from the house out into the headquarters, out into the
You know what?
studio.
Your cousin called me today, Floyd, and he's up there. He live up there on that mountain, on top of that mountain up there in Hall County, Georgia. He was sending me they weather versus our weather. It's gonna be colder and more snow here than it is up on top of that mountain this weekend.
The high gonna be
Yep,
lower than the low.
that's right.
I figure that now.
That's exactly
It's
right.
cold, ain't it? It's cold, ain't
When
it?
it's like
The
that,
high gonna be lower than the low.
you took me to my next step. That's exactly what I gonna tell you.
Oh,
Oh man, can you believe that? It's gonna be
uh,
cold and more snow down here than it is up there. According to his weather service up there in
well,
Atlanta, we
if you
supposed to get
remember,
about an inch or more.
you remember that little deal that we had last year where we had 8 inches on here. They didn't get none up there during that.
No,
Well, if we go to getting 8 inches of snow, I'm going to Florida.
I'm riding with you.
January 22nd.
Yeah, I
I'm
remember.
We
I'm
done
riding with you.
what I think.
I think so. Yep.
That's the first time in 40 ever. Let's see. I can't remember. It'd take me a minute to add it all up. But in all them years, we got a call for there was a barn on fire, and we got a call, and it was a little over about 6.5 miles to the barn that was on fire, big barn,
I remember that.
and they called me back on the radio and said they could go between 22 and 23 miles an hour. They couldn't see the road. I mean, this is when right at the beginning of that night when all the snow, they couldn't tell what was the road, couldn't tell what was the ditch. About 23 mile an hour. And when the fire truck pulled up, it was caving in. That's the first time that ever happened. That's how long it took to get out there.
Mm.
Man, it was a mess. You
I remember you telling that
Well, it
story.
was historical. I mean, I think I pulled it up. We had never gotten that much snow in recorded
no.
history here.
Uh-uh.
There were some places over in South Alabama, I think, got almost 12 inches.
Yeah,
Hey,
they did.
global warming. It's so hot down here. That's what it
That's
is.
right, all that global warming. Hey,
Global warming.
speaking of warming, I know they don't use a warmer because it's fresh cooked. Queens tell them about TK's Bar and Grill.
Floyd just told y'all a while ago we don't tell you nothing but the truth. And when we tell you something is the best that there is, that's it. This is the best place in Colquitt, Georgia to eat right there if you want a fresh hot meal. Now, if you don't care about it being a fresh hot meal, eat wherever you want to. But this is fresh, it's hot, it's right off the grill every time. It's not sitting out there on a buffet line where everybody can dig through it and poke through it and all that kind of stuff. You order what you want in a few minutes, they bring it to you. It's fresh, it's hot, and it's good. I had somebody tell me the other day they ate a hamburger steak out there and it was so good they started to order three more. It was just that They said the meat was fresh, the gravy was smoking hot. They had some of them reduced calorie Floyd B. Lloyd fries out there on them, and sopped all that up in that onion gravy. And man, it was fitting to eat. They still got the best catfish any way you want to cook it. Great ribs, best salad bar anywhere around here. Good service, good people, good prices, and good times at TK's Bar and Grill. North Cuthbert Street, right there where it runs into 45. If you look on your left, you'll see it over there. Go see them. They open tomorrow for dinner. Now, dinner is at 12 o'clock for y'all people that ain't cultured. You look in the Bible, it don't say nothing about the Lord's dinner. It says the Lord's supper. They'll be open for supper tomorrow night too. But dinner is every day. I think they open from about 11 to 2, and then they open for supper on Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night. Best food you'll ever eat. Go see them.
Hey guys, buddy of mine, Jay Palmer, he's a DJ in the Bainbridge radio station, had posted this yesterday, and I called him and asked him, could I share it tonight? I want to read this to you, and I want us to talk about it. Now, this is a powerful epiphanical statement here. It says, I'm not sure if I'm MAGA or not. I only get called MAGA by people on the internet who hate me. I don't have a hat. It's not in my bio. I don't consider myself a Republican. I've had the same values since I was 6 years old. Trump wasn't president when I learned what I believe. My values didn't change because social media told me to change. Here's what I believe in. God exists and he is not optional. Christian is the first word in my bio for a reason. He means everything, and it is who I am. Life begins at conception. Abortion is not empowerment. Strong borders are not hateful. They are basic governance. Merit matters. Outcomes are earned. Work hard. Don't whine. Don't ask the government to rescue you. Crime should be punished, not reframed as a lived experience. Parents raise children, not schools, activists, or bureaucrats. Men are men, women are women. Reality is not negotiable. America is exceptional and worth defending, and nothing to apologize for. Be proud of her. Free speech exists for speech you don't like. Law enforcement is necessary, not oppressive. Capitalism works, and everyone complaining is still using it. Hard work builds character, dependency destroys it. National sovereignty matters more than global feelings. Personal responsibility beats victimhood every time. If that makes me MAGA, fine. If it doesn't, also fine. I didn't borrow these beliefs from a movement. I learned them from my parents. I love them and trust them more than I will ever trust a political party. They actually care about my well-being. I don't know what that makes me, and frankly, I don't care.
Thank you, man.
Amen.
I think three
Now,
to four
Marvin,
amens is all
you
they can
you
say.
can pass the plate out of that one, brother. That's a sermon.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
That was good
Yep.
stuff right there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Jay Palmer did
Yes.
that. He good. He telling the truth. He like that. He tells the truth.
Yeah. I mean,
He feels it. He knows it.
and it ain't nothing. Now, you realize how offensive that would be to some people.
He hate speech.
Yeah.
Oh, they radio station down there.
In London, England, that'd be hate speech
Yeah,
right
they
there.
could probably put you in jail
Put you
over
in
me
jail.
reading that.
Yeah.
Y'all listen.
Oh, let me tell you something that they're doing. Listen to this. I didn't know this. We probably can't go to London.
No, I don't. I understand. Yeah.
They have arrested people for stuff that they did in America online. So if we went to London to do a tour or something, like a show in London,
we would if we were on vacation in London.
If the three of us decided or four of us decided we were going to London on vacation, and they pulled up this show, they could arrest us.
Yeah.
Well, you had the three right, because Queasel ain't going to be with y'all if you go nowhere, because I ain't lost nothing over there. I
Hey,
have no desire to go to London whatsoever.
You're not
I,
I
going.
I
I've
remember
been to
Miss
London. I've been to
Miss
London. It was a long time ago, but I have no interest to go back.
Miss
I don't.
Christine Miller used to ask us how was it over there in London
Yeah,
when we
yeah. No,
wasn't paying attention. Yeah,
we'd be in a fog.
be in a fog.
I don't
Somebody
mean
I
to.
can't remember who it was. It was they was older than I was. Floyd, it might have been yo age or younger than you. I don't know, but somebody one day she asked somebody how it over in London, and they answered her back said I ain't got the foggiest idea. I can't remember. They told it on somebody, but I cannot remember who it
Man, I
was.
bet she wore him out too.
After 2 hours walking around the Fort Lauderdale airport yesterday was a week ago, I just looking for somebody that spoke English that I could communicate with.
Oh yeah,
I ain't going nowhere.
That's
yeah.
America too. You was in, man.
Mhm.
I
United
tell
States
you.
of
Yep.
America.
And
Yeah,
then you
okay.
have something like that, like what Marvin just sat there and read. And then you turn on the news and you see what's going on in Minneapolis, and you have an idiot up there for a mayor and a bigger idiot for a governor who is saying, go out there and attack them. You know, they ought to arrest both of them, charge them with treason, put them in jail, and let them stay there
Well,
till,
they inciting violence. They inciting riots is what they do. But now all these people will understand. Now all these people, their mouths were sealed when that Lincoln Riley got her skull
oh,
bashed
yeah, I
in
didn't know nothing about
by
that.
an illegal
Yeah,
aliens.
Yeah.
they didn't know nothing about that.
They wouldn't even the Democrat Congress men and women wouldn't even acknowledge her life at Trump's State of the Union address.
Exactly.
Sat there with their lips all sealed up and gritting and so mad they couldn't stand it. But that's who these people are. They are absolutely worthless to the betterment of the United States of America.
Mm.
And every one of them that sat there, if they had any 1 ounce of human character or just one moral about their whole body, they would have got up and went the next day and resigned from that
Mhm.
office because of the way they acted. I
I know.
mean, it's just it's unreal. And all over, all these we just to do it. You ain't heard too much about the poor old ice agent that got beaten in the head with a shovel and a rake handle last night. Was you about them three
Well, they were
fellers?
asking for it.
Yeah,
If they hadn't been there, here's the logic. If the ICE agents hadn't been there trying to arrest illegal aliens who are rapists and murderers and child predators, if the ICE agents hadn't been there, then they wouldn't have got hit in the head with a shovel. That's their
That's right.
reason. That's their logic. That's how stupid they are. And
well,
anybody out there that votes for that, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know where you. I don't know what planet you live on. If you
well.
think that's cool,
I done been to I've been to Minneapolis, Minnesota. You know the best thing about Minneapolis, Minnesota?
the mirror, your rear view mirror
Leaving. That's the
when
best
you
thing
leave.
about it. They ain't nothing up there. You couldn't even get a decent meal up there. So I can see, but there's no sense in that going on. And here's the thing: it goes on there, and that's just going to trigger it to happen somewhere else, and that's going to trigger it to
We'll
happen
have
somewhere
everywhere.
else.
Well,
And
news media will be behind.
they gonna push the president into having to do something. And
Yep.
then when they do something, it's gonna be all his fault and all this kind of stuff.
Oh,
I think
fair.
it's all in that game. Did you see where what's her name? On Fox News, the Ingram angle.
Laura,
She was up she was up there and asking that gal, she asked that gal, she said, you don't have a job? She said, I'm getting paid now. It
paid
just
to
that
protest.
yeah,
Yeah.
they
Where's that
paying them to
money
send
coming?
them
It's
up
coming
there.
from George Soros. Coming from Soros. He's funding all of this. Everybody knows it. The world
Yeah.
knows it. Why they don't cut him off? Why they don't go and get him and throw him in handcuffs and his son and shut down every penny that they've got in the world. I don't know how they've got along, got
Well,
away with it as long
his
as they
son's
have.
got it all figured out now because he married Hillary's right hand gal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Huma.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Soros'
he's good.
son married Huma Abedin,
Yeah,
who is Hillary, is one of
yeah.
her
So do
proteges.
you think the Clintons have gotten any money from him?
Man, they got all kind of money from it. They ain't never made an honest dime in their life. Not
Amen.
one honest penny has Bill
Yeah.
and Hillary Clinton ever made. Anybody wants to argue that with me, show me where they call me. Yeah, call me and tell me what honest money they've made. They're like they just too low to even try to describe.
But in
But
opposite of that, speaking of good folks,
Come on.
how about them, Charlie?
Sawega Meat Company, located in Headland, Alabama on 431 and on Highway 27 between Blakely and Colquitt, Georgia. Got what you need if you're going to have a great evening meal. Try a prime cut ribeye steak, filet mignon. They've got New York strips. They've got sirloin. Whatever you want, they'll cut for you on site. A lot of it is locally produced beef. What do we mean by that? Grown right here in the Wiregrass area, from calf to slaughter. And they do a great job of all of it with Sawega Meats. Plus, if you're not in the market for some beef, how about some great smoked pork chops, some great link sausage, patty sausage, uh, anything you want in the line of quality meat, you'll find at Sawega Meat. At the Headland location, all kinds, and at the Georgia location as well, all kinds of rubs to put on your barbecue grill. They got anything you might need sauce wise, barbecue sauces, and some great casseroles that you just preheat that oven, put it in, and an hour later, you got a full meal for supper. Check them out. Great quality meats and meat products, and the sauces and the rubs to go along with it. Two locations located on 431 in Headland, Alabama, and on US 27. They're located between Colquitt and Blakely, Georgia. Check out the fine quality of meats from Sawega Meats this week.
Hey guys, this trivia time here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, brought to us by Southern Hissy Fits on the square in Colquitt, 109 West College Street. Go by and see Miss Vicky. Give her a call. All your embroidery, t-shirts, tumblers. I know she was extremely busy during Christmas, so she should be caught up right now. And whatever your custom need is,
This
custom
side.
embroidery, t-shirts, tumblers, and a whole lot more, go by, see Miss Vicky there at Southern Hissy Fits. Proud sponsor of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show Trivia Time, and the winner will receive a logoed product from the merch table of Charlie Platt
They
and
call it the merch
Dirt
table.
Road
They
Sports
call
Show.
it the
Product
product
table. I got you.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
here's the trivia question. This is a different one now. It's a hard one. This lady, I'm not going to give you her name right now. I want you to tell me what her occupation was. Yes,
Floyd.
that is
Floyd.
a lady.
Yeah, but it tell you what our occupation was. Horse cart ride look-alike.
Woo, that's being kind, Floyd. That's being kind. Woo.
I'll give you her name later because you can Google it then, but I want to know what this lady's occupation was. She didn't begin the occupation until she was 50 years old. What was her occupation? This horse Cartwright look-alike.
Was she a bouncer?
Look at the jaw on that woman. Look at the chin and the jaw.
She was
That corn fed, man. That's straight corn fed
she,
right
she, she was the first ever female bouncer at the Bonfire Club. That's what she was.
Oh,
there.
man.
You reckon how many bowl full of dumplings she had eaten in her lifetime?
Woo.
Give her some more of them dumplings.
And they'd give her the whole pot. She
And
whoop them and take it.
You
and
better give her a
cornbread
whole pot. You better
and
give her a whole
Good.
Good go.
mercy.
Ain't nobody chiming in, Marvin. Ain't nobody.
Ain't nobody chiming in.
That-
Oh,
that-
well, okay. All right, here you go. I just had one on that. They didn't put it on there, but they put a nurse and a castration specialist. Neither of those two are correct.
I'll be
Yeah,
darned.
that's what she was, and she could do them both at the same time.
I think she got her training under castrating Carl now. So he got his under her.
Yeah.
She showed castrating Carl how to slice and die.
Mm.
I'm not
What,
sure.
what was this lady's occupation?
I ain't got no idea who she is, what she done, or where she come from.
It's like crickets.
But they don't know nothing.
Yeah. I like crickets. I'm gonna give you just a little.
I kind of know the history of the wrestling business, and I don't remember ever seeing
Remember
her
her?
picture up on the old timers thing. But
The
She wasn't
bullet would have
running the
run from
minutes,
her.
was she? She wasn't running the bass minutes, was she?
The bullet would have run from her. She'd have had
Bullet
to.
would
Yeah,
he
she'd
took off
have.
down the road.
She'd have had to wear a mask in the rain because she'd scare whoever got in there with her to death. She'd had to wear a mask.
Woo.
All right, I'm about getting ready there. But anyway, give you just one more chance. What was this
Ah,
lady's occupation? It was not horse Cartwright's double on Bonanza.
woo. It's a hard one to figure out, boys.
Carl says
I ain't
she
got no
wouldn't let
idea.
him ride his horse into the bonfire club.
What did he say?
Brian Whitaker said an arm wrestle. Probably could have been.
Arm
All right,
wrestle.
here we go. We ain't got a winner, so I'm gonna go ahead. Her name, if you will, was Ruby Cheek. She was born in the early 1900s, and she died in the, I don't know, 60s or 70s. But she was 50 years old when she began her profession. For the first 50 years or 45 years of her life, she ran from her profession, if you will. After she lost her son and lost her husband, she finally answered the call to her profession. Ruby Cheek was a very famous Pentecostal preacher from Glory.
Yes,
Is, is,
Oh,
is that Pencil's mama?
yes.
Yes.
that could very well be.
That,
Phil Johnson's mom.
Give Queasel the prize. He got it.
Yeah,
that
Queasel gets the prize. He gonna get the
You
t-shirt.
did
Queasel,
good,
you
right?
get the t-shirt.
You ready?
I
She
get
was
it.
fucking gasping,
Man,
wheeze.
wheeze and what you talking about, son?
Oh,
Anytime I have more perspiration, she can pour out.
I guarantee that wheels will be spayed out on that Cadillac.
It way more than a hand towel to have to wipe her off. Hey guys, we're all got on the phone right now, joining our friend and our confidant, KWG Plumbing LLC, Kenneth Wayne Garner. He's licensed in Georgia. He's licensed in Alabama. 229-220-6694. That is the magic number to call. And right here on the phone, Brother Wayne,
what
how
is
you
that?
doing?
Doing good, doing good. Glad to be on the show tonight and glad old man Winter showed up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we're glad to
Okay.
have you. And I got a few pictures here I wanted to share. Number one is a picture of a boat and a bridge. Tell us a little bit about this shot.
Yes, sir. That's the Highway 84 bridge from Donaldsonville to that goes to Doozen Highway 84 east and west. And we got there to the fishing hole, going to do some fishing. I don't know if you can tell, but that water is crystal clear. About time I got the boat where I wanted it, my daughter called, said, "Daddy, what time you gonna be home to take me out to eat tonight?" So that wound up the fishing trip.
Got to go.
I didn't get no pictures of no fish this weekend,
I
but
got
I'm gonna try them when the weather gets back right.
All right. Well, then here's another one that says, "Warning: Black bear if attacked, play dead."
Yes, sir. That was quite interesting. We were building a house out in the middle of nowhere, and when nature called, I took off for the woods, and I seen that sign. I said, "Well, I might not need to go in that area of the woods." So I thought it was just picture worthy and share it on the Dirt Road Sports. But
I have never seen one of those.
I ain't neither.
yeah, that was right there in Cyrene, Georgia, in between Brinson and Bainbridge. And
Siren.
I said, I don't know if that was just to deter the thieves from trespassing and poaching, or if there really is blackberries. But I had to find me another set of woods to go to, if you know what I mean.
I can understand that. I can understand. Hey,
No problem.
in your travels, you never know what you're gonna come upon, right?
Yes, sir. Once you think you've seen it all, here comes something else.
That's it. How about leaving us with some words of wisdom tonight?
Yes, sir. As always, keep a smile on your face. Count your many blessings and be thankful for what we got, because it could always be worse.
Yes, sir. God bless you. See you next week.
Y'all have a good night.
KWG Plumbing LLC, Kenneth Wayne Gardner. Give him a call, 229-220-6694. And if you ain't flowing, I promise you, he can get you going. Yeah, I ain't never seen a sign like that.
Well, you know what a bear does in the woods anyhow. So you hear, Mark?
He
Marvin,
Marvin
I know what you
Marvin,
Marvin
mean.
come to
I'm
the meeting.
with you,
Come
man.
on.
Look,
Marvin ain't never done that. He's always had to have, something to set on. Uh, he
no,
couldn't balance it.
you forget I was a Boy Scout. I took the pioneer. We take logs and weave a toilet seat out of it to sit on.
What did I just say? Did he had to have something
Yes,
to
sir, you
sit
just
on?
said it.
Yeah, I just
You
said
wasn't
that.
listening, brother.
Ain't
Did
Prove
you
your
get that
point
when
on
you got
that one.
married?
Yeah, hold on. I got to find it.
Yeah, that'd be
There.
fine. Yeah, I
no
was,
way Marvin could do all that and keep his balance. I mean, there's just too much propulsion back there. You know,
no, it ain't gonna be silent. No, we'll
yeah,
be quiet.
he could
The
pull
bear said,
out.
"Oh, I hear a female grunting over there in the woods."
Oh my God. Yeah. If you ever run up on a bear,
No, I ain't never. No,
No,
no, I ain't never
I
run up on.
seen one day
I,
driving down the road down there between Apalachicola and Mexico Beach. I seen one in the road, but
I was doing a bass tournament up on Lake Oconee and was coming back from Albany back to Blakely, 62. And you know that little place over there where the aquifer forms and it's all just kind of swamp on both sides of the road. I was easing along there, and let me tell you something, folks. If you have never traveled Georgia 62 after 8 o'clock at night, you can do it and not worry. There ain't no but traffic on that road. It's just it's dead. And I come across a bear cub that was standing on the side of the road. I slowed down. I backed up. And I started to get the camera out of the back of the truck, back seat of the truck, and do something. I thought, well, if there's a baby around here, if there's a mama around here too. So I just got back in the truck and kind of eased on down the road. But I saw a cub over there in that swamp area I guess between Arlington and Leary, maybe somewhere over
Yeah,
there.
I believe I'd have
Mhm.
tried to caught him.
yeah. I don't know why you didn't get your man. You ought to got you a switch and got a hold to him.
Well, look at
W- Was he hitchhiking?
Ron Fuller's granddaddy, old man Roy Welch, who started the wrestling business back in the 30s and 40s. He had a bear he wrestled named Ginger. He was coming back from a match in Virginia. The mama had been run over and was dead. And the cub was on the side of the road. And he put that cub in the trunk of the car, carried it home to Dyersburg, Tennessee, and trained it. It was famous all over the world. You can Google it, Ginger the Wrestling Bear. But
I
Ginger
remember.
was actually a he. It was not a she, it was a he, but the Ginger name fit it best.
I remember
True
that.
story. True story.
Carl
I
might have
remember the
got a hold
bear.
of that one.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, man. I don't doubt it. I remember them old. They wrestle anything. So,
Yes, sir.
Floyd, tell us about your picture you sent me.
I was that goes way back in my history right there. That's a store between Shelman, Georgia, and Morgan, Georgia, called Sink Fields, and it was a thriving enterprise at one time. It's closed down now. Attrition has taken its toll on it, but the reason I ran up with a new acquaintance the other day when I was up at Dr. Ted Airy's funeral, Mr. Glenn Sinkfield, and we got to talking, and he's now a Charlie Platt Dirt Road Sports viewer. He watches us after the conversation I had with him, and he's actually Rojo's neighbor across the street. But he was telling me, I said, how you pronounce your name? Sinkfield, Sinkfield. He said, my family's from up around between Morgan and Shelburne. I said, didn't there used to be a store there? He said, yep, my family owned that store. And I go back. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna reflect. I've stopped at that store several times back when it was really booming, popping and booming, and they had some of the coldest, ice cold drinks that you ever put around your lips around at that store right there. And some of the best conversation that you could ever imagine taking place in that store. And I would go in there, I stopped in there and got to know them pretty good in there. And they found out I was in the auction business and I'd stop down there. They'd always say, who you sold out today? And they don't, like auction. That's all we do. Go around sell people out. They jiving with me, and I showed them up one day. I stopped in there one evening late. I stopped in there. They was in there. Who you sell out today, Floyd? I said, well, they were sold out of orphans' home today. Well, there's no more. There's no more conversation out of it. But that was a place in history right there. There ain't no places like that no more. You can't find nothing like that no more.
No.
Because if you had a place like that anywhere, an Indian from India would own it now, and all they'd be selling vape, cigarettes, and scratch off lotto tickets, and that'd be about it. You couldn't go in there for nothing else.
I used to enjoy going through Georgia on wrestling gigs and even the days I was doing those tournaments around 2000, 1998, 99. There used to be a little store on every corner just about that had barbecue. The best barbecue joints in Georgia was in just little country stores. They're all gone. They ain't, I don't know. I don't know of one over there anymore.
George Williams said it had the coldest beer in that county.
They did. It was. I was libating. I had to stop in there and get some libation. And any of y'all that might be confused about where I was going with this story. it was cold. It was actually the beer was actually colder than your mother-in-law's love. But it was an interesting place. No harm done. Nobody got it. They didn't.
You took it. He took it from an innocent country store with coldest drinks to a beer joint in just one sentence.
George Williams, he stopped there too. Yeah, he stopped there too. I guarantee you.
Hey, and here's the good news: if you happen to stop there and you get in trouble, we got the man. One call does it all.
Sometimes you need a lawyer in your corner who ain't scared to fight. He'll defend you, don't matter if you are wrong or right. He's a South Georgia redneck with a ponytail and a law degree. With Billy Shingler as your lawyer, you will always be found not guilty. Just looking at Billy Shingler makes that DA weak. He'll mumble and fumble and be scared to speak. He'll shout, "Your Honor, I surrender, cause I know when I'm beat." Call Billy Shingler when the man has got them cuffs on tight. He'll fuss and cuss and slash and bun, shake his fist and holler, "I'm in your corner, let's fight, fight, fight."
Shingler Law, Donaldsonville, Georgia, 229-524-1225. Hey, that's our friend, Billy Shingler. Hey, Charlie, good. Brian Pickle just texted me. Forgot about this. A little country store between Iron City and Colquitt called Pineapples got some of the best barbecue around. Little country store called Pineapples. Really? Next time you go there, you need to go by and get you some. You can get it in them big old 32-ounce cups. They got Brunswick stew. They got some of the best barbecue around. Some of the best.
I remember going by there when I went from the Peach Depot back up to Colquitt to see Floyd one day. I remember that little place on the right-hand side of the road.
Yep. Good barbecue. Now, they got a liquor store right beside it, but they got a great barbecue.
Which one you go to, Marvin? The barbecue store or the liquor store? Which one?
It's time to go to another commercial right here.
I just asked them.
I've been to both, and they both good.
That is good, right?
Lordy.
About Seminole Livestock Auction.
Man, our good friend Gerald Mark had a good run this past Monday. Had a great run on cattle this past Monday. Said he had about 650 head. Cattle market is hot. It is hot. You got cows right now. I tell you, it'd be a hard decision where to hold on to them or where to sell them. But cattle are bringing good money right now. Good cattle are bringing good money. If you want your cattle sold right, you want them treated right when they get to the sale barn. They'll run them through there. They'll manage them for you. They'll handle them. They'll unload them for you. They'll run them through there. Had one of the best auctioneers in the business, sells those cattle for him over there. Brother Henry Hawford, good friend of mine from Opp, Alabama. He'll get all the money that he can possibly get out of every head that comes through that ring. And when it's all said and done, when your cattle come through that ring, they writing you a check at that moment. So go take your cattle over there. He'll haul them for you. Gerald will haul them for you. He'll advise you on what to do for them. He'll tell you if he thinks it's the right time to sell them for the right weight or whatever. But get your cattle over there to some of those livestock auctions. See Gerald Mark in there. He'll treat you right, pay you with a good check, and you'll be glad you've done business with him.
Hey, Floyd, I saw, now this was out in the Midwest yesterday or day before, and I read an article that said that the supply is still low, prices are still going up. They had a load that was 225 head, averaged just under 500 pounds, 605 a pound, $3,000 a head on a 5-weight.
Last 500-pound yearling I sold it. Well, I got out of the cow business at about 2008, 7 or 8. Last yearling I sold 500-pound yearling, brought $500, and I thought that was big money.
Dollar a pound.
So that was 17, 18 years ago. But cattle people, the cattle men, especially the cow-calf guys, they just started making some money with cows. In case any of you out there wondering about it. They just started making money with cattle, and they've stayed in it through thick and thin. They provided this country with a good quality product, something that's safe to eat, something that don't be scared to eat. And y'all need to, when you go to the supermarket, look at your beef. Mm-hmm. Look at your beef and make sure it's U.S. Raised beef in the U.S. The port of origin is United States of America. Don't buy that old cheap stuff that comes from somewhere else. You have no idea what kind of antibiotics, what kind of medicines has been run through them. You have no idea how that meat has been processed, how it's been handled, how many times it got hot, cold, warm before it got to you. By good U.S. beef.
What's some of the cheapest cattle you can remember ever selling?
Marvin, I don't know. I try to blot stuff like that out. You know, it's like some of them car wrecks and things that I was in. You know? I try to blot that out. I don't dwell on the negative.
Yeah. Just referred to it as a negative.
Well, yeah, you were. I mean, that's where you were headed with it. You would want me to sit here and start weeping.
I just remember my granddaddy Doodle talking about there was a man, and this was hogs. He said the man stole the hogs and stole the feed and sold them and still lost money.
I've heard that story before. But Marvin will try to draw you in today.
Yeah, he will. Right on in there. And then he'll walk.
I'm too old for that.
He'll draw you in and just walk right on away and don't know nothing about it.
Oh no, I don't know
nothing about it. Yeah, I know it. I know him well.
Speaking about knowing about something, I know this. Phillips Auto Parts and the Holstered 9 is your place to go for all your automobile parts needs. Man, whatever kind it might be, oil, hydraulic fluid, windshield wipers, batteries, whatever parts you need, gifts. Floyd B. Lloyd Rabbit Pellet Grills and all the flavors of the rabbit pellets available at Phillips Auto Parts and next door the Holstered 9 under the 2 big American flags. Man, what a plethora of guns and ammunition and hunting supplies and camouflage paraphernalia and gunsmithing, long guns, short guns, rifles, shotguns, pistols, whatever you need. Archery supplies right there, Highway 91, Highway 27, that is. Thank you. Highway 27 on the 4-lane, Colquitt, Georgia. Phillips Auto Parts and the Holstered 9. Hey, give a big shout out to one of our good friends, our confidants, been with us since Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show was created. T.C. Berryhill, proprietor in general, Berry Hill Auctioneers, world-class outfit and a world-class gentleman, Mr. T.C. Berry Hill, who sponsors whatever Floyd decides to do at this particular juncture of the show.
Well, I always talk about reflections, revelations, that kind of stuff. I'm reflecting. I'm gonna get in a reflecting mode if I might. If I may, for a few moments. It's not a long story, but it's a true story because I know it's true because I was there. I saw this. We used to have two grocery stores in Coffee. We had I don't even know what it was before the Pick and Save. It was something in
Max Market.
Max Market had a grocery store, and then we had an IGA grocery store. IGA was a little bit bigger than the Max Market. IGA was they make some of the best donuts, man. Cooked them with donuts in the morning, fresh. They had them a deli and a bakery, and they had some ladies in there. I think Miss Pam Pickle's mother was one of the main bakers in there baking cakes. They baked cakes, birthday cake. It was just a full, great grocery store. And I was in there one day, and the segment. This should be titled "Things That I ain't never seen before or since." To share this story with y'all. I was in there. But and they had a deli and three or four checkout lines and all in there. And I was in there one day, and I was up there at the deli, and the sheriff of Miller County at that time was this big giant of a man named H.E. Buddy Glass. He was about how tall was he? He was 6'4", 6'5".
I imagine. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was about what 300 or better, in weight and all that. We were there in the deli talking back and forth. Let me have some of them pork chops, if you will. Talking to Chef Platt back and forth. And there was a lady at the checkout, and the lady he did that quick, and the lady had become agitated, if you
Ooh.
will. She had been discriminated against somehow or another, trying to check out. She was a large lady. It said she shaded the ground that she stood on, if you will. And she had got loud, and the little lady there trying to check it out, trying to just so yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. So anyway, if I may set it up for y'all, the deli place was right next to. It was up at the front of the at that time up at the front of the store where you right next, pretty close to the checkout bill. And she was pretty loud, and the sheriff said. And he was not he didn't talk ugly to her. He didn't call her any names or raise his voice or anything to her. He just frankly told us that ma'am said, why don't you just go ahead and pay up and hush. And she snapped. Have y'all heard that before? He snapped. Well, she snapped. Anyway, he was trying to get him something to eat, And to make it a little bit more clear about how this whole setup was in there, you had your deli counter up here, and the ladies behind there putting your food, and out it counted off from the deli counter was the salad bar. It was like a portable, push start salad bar. It was like, y'all get the picture. You know what I'm saying? And so she said, "Say what?" He said, "I told you to shut up and get out of here." And so on. She come on, wow. She lunged at the sheriff, and he was a wrestler, wasn't he, Queen? He wrestled. Had some name
Yeah.
he used to wrestle
Yeah.
with.
Yeah,
But
he did.
was a wrestler. what was his name? Law Dog or something, wasn't it? But
Law Dog. Yeah. Yeah. Law Dog.
He was a wrestler, 6'3", 4", weighed 300 better pounds. And he had his hat on. He always had this big cowboy hat on. This big old cowboy hat he had on, and he always wore cowboy boots. And he wore his ponytail cowboy boots with the high heels on. And he had his sheriff uniform and everything on. Well, she lunged at him. She come across there and she lunged at him. So they went to wrestling around there. He went to wrestling, and he got her in a hammerlock, headlock like that. He got her in a headlock. And she went to bucking and stampede, man. It was like these cowboys. Y'all see on these rodeo where those cowboys jump off the horse onto the bull and he grabbed that bull. But that's what it looked like. He had that woman by the head and she was screaming and she was kicking. And in the meantime, they got to wrestling around and they got over there and they fell over on the salad bar and turned it over in the floor. It was lettuce, tomato, onion, pepperoni in the floor, and all of that salad dressing poured out on the floor. That is champion. That is champion. He got in the hammerlock. They went down, man. Them boots got to slipping out. But man, he was scuffing. He had them boots going this way, scuffing. And she had a bedroom shoes on and the bedroom shoes. And down they went in the floor. They wallowed around there like mud wrestling and all that salad dressing and everything. And I finally think he choked her down enough to get her out of there and get her hands behind her, get her handcuffs on her, and hauled her off. And you know, I ain't seen that woman since. I don't know what happened to her, but that was
I
something
wasn't there,
that
but
I
I
ain't never
remember.
seen.
I
I ain't
remember when it happened.
I
I
ain't seen
wasn't there.
before. I remember I was there. Hey, they was slanging salad dressing and lettuce and tomatoes and onions and black olives everywhere. But everybody around there, they had some French dressing, there was some ranch dressing, there was some Italian dressing, something slung all
Mhm.
over. Man, they were wild. But that's something I ain't never seen before or seen.
Slam tore it up.
So see it. You
I
can't make
remember.
this stuff up. You can't make
No,
this stuff up.
No,
People
no.
think Quizzer, he know about it. So
I knew when you got to that when you got up there about the line and the woman. I know where you was headed right then. I know where you was headed.
never seen nothing like it before or since.
And ain't seen
I
nothing.
ain't seen since.
Mm.
That's 33 degrees right now in Blakely, Georgia, the airport. It's 32 here in Dothan. Kelly Crop Insurance with us every Thursday night. We appreciate them and what they do for the agriculture community, for the producers out there. It's Kelly Crop Insurance, Colquitt, Georgia, and they are there to help Mr. Farmer through all the hard times that they often have to go through. 24 in the morning, freeze warning in effect until mid-morning tomorrow morning, and we're right at freezing right now. 44 the low, a nice 57, 58 for Friday with sunny skies. Then we cloud up on Saturday. Saturday night is when we have the 50% chance of showers, maybe a flake or two. And then the better chance of actually seeing a flake or two is going to be up until about 10 o'clock or so on Sunday morning with a low of 34 degrees. That's right along the line. Only up to 43 for a high, then 24. And they have redone that for, I'm going to say this for the folks over around Colquitt. I just rechecked the National Weather Service. They've updated their information. Monday morning's low in Colquitt could be 22 degrees, with some areas a couple of degrees below that, as you well know. 50, the cold weather lasts throughout next week, so just get ready for it. We had a few days that were nice, and now cold weather. I'm fixing to have to get out of here, but let me say, we appreciate y'all watching with us every Thursday night. Appreciate each and every one of y'all, and hope you have a great week. Pray for this nation, for the leaders of this nation, and keep warm and make sure the plants, the pipes, and the pets, and mainly the people are okay during this cold spell. We love y'all. Have a good one. Greasel.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Charlie. Uh, you know you said it's gonna get cold. And when it gets cold, people likes to build fires. So please be careful with your fires. We don't want nothing to get out of hand. Um, Fires are dangerous. Be careful. I know a lot of people over the years has talked about, oh, it's so cold at the house. The heater wasn't hot enough, so I turned the gas stove on in the oven. Be careful doing that stuff. Ever gas appliance you turn on creates carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide don't like you, and you don't like carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide. People ask me, how does carbon monoxide poisoning kill you? Well, it's kind of like drinking. That's the way this I explain it when I teach it in fire class. I explain it. You ever, you get your start off the night drinking early. This is what I can remember way back yonder. I can remember. You would take the solo cup and you pour about that much whiskey in it and that much Coca-Cola. That'd be the first one, and then the second one you pour a little more and a little more, and a little less Coca-Cola, a little more, a little less, and by the end of the night, it was where you poured in the whiskey and ice. That's the way it was. Carbon monoxide works the exact same way. Carbon monoxide starts off just a little bit, but it makes your body crave it. So it makes your lungs and your diaphragm and all involuntarily breathe heavier so that it pulls more in. And the thing about carbon monoxide is it's undetectable because it's odorless, it's tasteless, and it mimics oxygen. If you put a O2 sensor on your finger, you could be suffering from carbon monoxide poisoning, and it say you have to breathe in 98% oxygen. The molecules mimic each other. Carbon monoxide is very dangerous. It is the number one killer in fires and fire situations. Very few people actually die by fire. So let me encourage you, those of you with wood burning stoves, make sure you got it vented. Make sure that everything is going out. If you got a gas appliance, crack a window. Just crack it close and to it so you can get a little air coming in there. Fire is good, heat's good, and listen, I love it. Anytime it gets below 80 degrees, I'm ready to go somewhere else. But you have to be careful with it. And on top of all of that, you need to remember this. If you call the fire and it's as cold as it is, somebody got to come out there and put it out. And water and cold weather don't mix good. So y'all be careful. And we don't want nobody to get hurt. Stay warm. Um, People that might not be as fortunate as you, check on them. Check on them. If they need to go warm up, go get them, bring them to your house. Check on them. Make sure this is some cold weather we talking about getting. We don't get this kind of weather a lot, so y'all check on them. We just remember, but please be careful. Be careful with your fires. Make sure that everything is good. Um, don't bring. I remember the day back when kerosene heaters. I used to have kerosene heater. Man, I love that kerosene heater. Me and my wife first got married. That we heated the house with kerosene heater, but you had to be careful with it. You had to be careful. So y'all be careful with it. If you see a veteran, if you see a law officer, a policeman, a deputy, a trooper, an investigator, if you see an EMT, a paramedic, you see a firefighter, tell them thank you. Tell them thank you for what they do for you, because it's because of them putting their life on the line for you that we can do the things that we need to do. And remember them tonight, tomorrow night, the next night, because they gonna be out doing their job so that we can be at home safe. Tell them thank you and tell them you appreciate them. We love y'all. Thank you for the time we spent with you tonight. Seems like it just blew by. It don't seem like we've been on for 15 minutes. It just blew by tonight. But that's what happens when you have a good time. And so that's what we did tonight. So Floyd,
Thank you, thank you, Queasy. Yeah, always exercise your Second Amendment rights. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Be vigilant of your surroundings. And that song that Marvin was singing there at the beginning of the show there, Charlie put him on that. and people were saying it last Sunday. I really got a blessing out of that because they tell you what you need to be thankful for. If you got a roof over your head, you got shoes on your feet, you got a table to sit out and something to sit down at, and something good to eat. And number one, you got the good Lord above who wants you to join him when it's all over, when it's all said and done.
Mm-hmm.
You got him. But when you lay down at night, y'all know what I'm gonna tell you. Just start counting them blessings, start naming them off one by one for all the things that the good Lord has done for you today. And you'll go to sleep and you'll still be thankful. Good night, y'all. We've really enjoyed being with y'all tonight. We'll check y'all next week.
Hey guys, appreciate you for being here tonight. Appreciate Custom Cattle Services, Ziggy B Seafood Market, TK's Bar and Grill, Sawega Meat Company, Shingler Law, Phillips Auto Parts and the Holster 9, Seminole Livestock Auction, KWG Plumbing, Southern Hissy Fits, Berry Hill Auctioneers, and Kelly Crop Insurance, our proud sponsors here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. You know what I'm going to tell you. Sunday's coming. Go to the church of your choice. Worship the Lord with all that you are. Our scripture for this week says this. Jesus said, if you hold to my teaching, you are really my disciples. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Hey, keep looking up, keep trusting in the Lord, keep serving the Lord, keep doing good, keep loving people and loving the Lord. Hey, Lord willing, and the creek doesn't rise, we're going to be right back here next week, same place, same time, for more Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. But until then, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter who you do it with, and most especially, if you find yourself in a situation where you have a large woman in the headlock near a salad bar, be particular. Good night, y'all.
See y'all.